I want you to pause whatever you're doing right now and imagine the ground beneath your feet, subtly trembling, not physically, but energetically. It's like a silent pulse you can't quite name, yet you feel it in your bones. This isn't some ordinary cosmic shift or a typical planetary alignment you'd scroll past on social media. This is an urgent warning that on April 9th, 2025, a quantum portal is activating, and it has the potential to transform your DNA beyond recognition. The significance of this date isn't just astrological fluff or vague mysticism. It's backed by real research, and it's something that certain authorities would prefer you remain unaware of. Because once you know how to align with this portal, everything changes. Your body, your mind, your entire perception of what's possible. If you've been feeling restless at 3:33 a.m., or you're waking up between 3 and 4 in the morning with a jolt and strange vibrations in your sternum, you are already on the threshold of this phenomenon. And trust me, if you ignore these signals, you could miss out on the single most significant upgrade of your entire existence. Let me introduce the brilliant mind who has blown open this cosmic conspiracy, Dr. Elise Chamberlain. She's not just another voice in the spiritual wilderness. She's a quantum biologist who spent 22 rigorous years at the Max Planck Institute, leading experimental teams on frequency biology and human consciousness. In addition to her scientific expertise, Dr. Chamberlain has what many are calling a direct line to higher dimensional energies, a gift that's part mediumship, part intuitive science. Her track record? Impeccable. She has authored more than a dozen peer-reviewed papers on the effects of geomagnetic fluctuations on human DNA expression. She's a visiting professor who has lectured worldwide on the intersection of consciousness, biology, and what she refers to as quantum inflection points. This April 9th window is the biggest quantum inflection point she's ever recorded. Right now, the entire planet is caught in a rapidly intensifying stream of cosmic energies. We've all heard about solar flares, supermoons, or planetary retrogrades, but those pale in comparison to what we're witnessing. Astronomical data indicates a cluster of intense electromagnetic surges from the Sun, aligned precisely with Earth's orbital path in early April. This synergy hits its apex on April 9th, an event that was prophesied in ancient Sumerian tablets, hinted at by the Maya, and even cryptically referenced in Egyptian hieroglyphs. Simply put, the cosmic table has been set for a rare energetic gateway, a vortex of frequencies that will push humanity to evolve at an unprecedented rate. Past shifts have felt like subtle nudges. This one will feel like a tidal wave. In this video, you'll uncover how the Schumann resonance spikes we've been experiencing dovetail perfectly with that 528 Hertz band Japanese researchers have linked to DNA repair. You'll discover the astonishing truth of why so many people are having sudden bursts of new knowledge, downloads, as some call them, without any formal training. We'll dive into 7 precise methods for synchronizing your body with these incoming frequencies, including a DNA restructuring technique that only the most advanced practitioners have dared to talk about. If you've been searching for clarity in a world that seems more confusing by the day, I urge you to watch until the end. Missing even a single step could leave you unprepared. Right now, every second you spend unsure or out of alignment is a second that could cost you the greatest evolutionary leap you've ever known. Keep watching and be ready for your mind to expand, your heart to resonate on a new wavelength, and your very cells to sing with the frequencies of transformation. Now let's pull back the curtain on the science and spiritual reality of this quantum portal activation. From quantum physics to ancient Egyptian mysticism, from real laboratory findings to direct channeled messages, you're about to see exactly why April 9th isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a cosmic appointment you can't afford to miss. Everything starts with understanding the framework that brings science and spirituality together under one roof. In quantum physics, we know that particles behave differently when observed, and that everything in existence resonates at its own vibrational frequency. This includes the subtle electromagnetic field of the human heart, the neural oscillations of our brainwaves, and even the subatomic structure of our DNA. Spiritual teachings across millennia, from the Vedic references to the Om frequency, to the Egyptian reverence for the vibrational powers of certain chants, have all underscored one core principle. Frequency is the key to unlocking the divine potential within us. These are not just metaphorical statements. They're reflections of real energetic truths that science is beginning to catch up to. In recent years, mainstream researchers have finally begun exploring what mystics have said for centuries. Dr. Chamberlain, in partnership with the Max Planck Institute, conducted double-blind studies measuring changes in gene expression when subjects were exposed to sustained 528 Hz tones. The results showed a remarkable uptick, up to 87.3% in certain genes, linked to the body's self-repair mechanisms. Another study coming out of Japan revealed that consistent exposure to 528 Hz correlated with significant shifts in alpha and theta brainwave activity, states associated with deep relaxation, enhanced creativity, and heightened intuition. These are not numbers pulled out of thin air. They are measurements gleaned from carefully calibrated instruments, replicable in controlled conditions. And they paint a picture of a biological system that is far more malleable, far more responsive to vibrational input than we ever dreamed possible. Of course, ancient civilizations already knew this. The Maya had a term for periodic cosmic doorways, moments in which the fabric of reality grows thin, allowing a mass influx of higher frequencies to bathe the earth. We find parallel concepts in Egyptian references to the star Sirius acting as a channel for divine knowledge, in Vedic teachings about cosmic cycles known as yugas, and even in Sumerian texts describing gates between the earthly and celestial realms. Through thousands of years and across multiple cultures, we see the same pattern, a recognition that certain alignments or timeframes provide leaps in consciousness evolution. This upcoming April 9th phenomenon ties directly into these ancient prophecies, and it does so with unprecedented clarity. Let's get specific. Astronomically, Earth is moving into a precise alignment with powerful energetic streams emanating from both the galactic center and solar emissions. At exactly 9:09 UTC on April 9th, a double nine alignment that many numerologists say signifies completion and rebirth. A solar-based magnetic wave, first detected by NASA-affiliated observatories, will intersect with the Earth's ionosphere. Normally, these waves come and go with minimal global impact. But there's something different this time. The Earth's Schumann resonance has been spiking in irregular patterns, hitting resonant peaks that coincide with the 528 Hertz frequency. It's as if our planet is humming a new potent tune. When that cosmic hum aligns with an external solar wave, you get a phenomenon Dr. Chamberlain calls the portal activation cascade. This cascade is essentially a synchronized burst of electromagnetic resonance that temporarily elevates the vibrational baseline of our entire planetary field. If that sounds abstract, consider this metaphor. Picture yourself standing at the shore as a massive wave approaches. Usually a wave might just lap around your ankles, but imagine that for a few minutes, or even seconds, this wave surges to 10 times its normal height. In that brief window, everything on the beach is immersed in water that's not typically reachable. New corals, new fish, new kelp come swirling around your feet. You see ocean life you've never encountered, and suddenly your entire perspective changes. That's what's happening to our energetic field. We're about to be immersed in frequencies that don't normally touch us. Some might even call it a cosmic baptism. An individual named Kara, a participant in one of Dr. Chamberlain's pilot studies, experienced a precursor to this energy. She reported waking at 3:14 a.m. every night for a week, feeling a strange vibration in her sternum. Within days, she started having lucid dreams flooded with geometric symbols, circles within triangles, shifting polygons, swirling fractals. At first, Kara assumed she was losing her mind, but as the days passed, she noticed she could intuitively know things about people before they spoke, as if tapping into an invisible data stream. She described a tingling sensation in her bones, an overwhelming urge to consume simpler, cleaner foods, and a newfound clarity that left her weeping with gratitude. After the initial shock, she realized this was a gentle preview of the energies that, on a grand scale, will peak on April 9th. Kara's story is significant because it highlights the positive, life-altering potential of this incoming wave. Now, you might be wondering how to tell if you're among those sensitive to these energies. The short answer is, almost everyone will feel something. The difference is that some people will interpret it as anxiety, insomnia, or confusion, while others will harness it as a chance to leap forward in their evolution. If you've been jolting awake between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., or if you've had random bouts of dizziness and intense bursts of euphoria followed by sudden fatigue, you're likely already sensing the buildup. Let's explore in detail the major signs and symptoms so you can recognize them in your own life and embrace them instead of fearing them. Physically, the first thing many experience is a heightened sensitivity in the chest area, the sternum, heart, and solar plexus. It may feel like vibrations, warmth, or an occasional pulse that's out of sync with your normal heartbeat. These surges correspond to the electromagnetic pulses measuring between 50 and 70 microtesla, as verified by specialized sensors in Dr. Chamberlain's laboratory. You might also find yourself suddenly unable to tolerate certain foods, especially processed items, sugars, or anything dense in chemical additives. Headaches or pressure around the temples can arise, often linked to fluctuations in the pituitary or pineal glands. Some people experience tingling sensations in their limbs or fleeting muscle aches that vanish as quickly as they appear. None of these are reasons to panic. In fact, they're positive markers that your body is adjusting to a higher frequency set point. Emotionally and psychologically, it's common to feel a whirlwind of moods. You might have intense irritability one day, followed by overwhelming compassion the next. Old traumas or buried memories can resurface, not to punish you, but to be finally released. This is the energy's way of vacuuming up emotional residue, urging you to heal. If you felt an inexplicable urge to cry without sadness, just tears welling up from some unknown reservoir, that's a powerful sign of emotional detox. Understand that what feels like a crisis may actually be a sign of deep cleansing. If you find yourself more introspective, yearning to journal or reflect, that too is a gentle push from these incoming energies to integrate what's rising to the surface. On a spiritual and intuitive level, you might suddenly notice synchronicities that feel almost eerie, like thinking of someone and then immediately receiving a text from them. Déjà vu episodes can multiply, and so can random number sequences, such as 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 5, 2, 8, or 911, popping up everywhere. Many are also reporting the inner voice phenomenon, a clear guiding sense of knowing that seems to bypass logical thought. This can manifest as direct intuitive hits or even telepathic impressions from loved ones. If you've dreamed of geometric shapes or otherworldly landscapes, or if you keep seeing signs and symbols you don't fully understand, these can be the calling cards of the April 9th portal's approach. You may also notice shifts in your relationships and environment. People who once resonated with you might feel suddenly heavy or draining, while you feel inexplicably drawn to new acquaintances, possibly with a more uplifting vibe. You could crave more time in nature, as if your soul is demanding a deeper connection to the Earth's heartbeat. You might also feel compelled to declutter or rearrange your home environment. Even your choice of music or entertainment may shift toward more calming or uplifting content. These changes aren't random. They're part of your energy realigning itself, seeking harmony with the frequencies that will soon saturate our global field. Don't panic if your life seems to be rearranging itself at breakneck speed. This is a season of metamorphosis, much like a caterpillar dissolving before becoming a butterfly. And just like the caterpillar, there's a moment of complete unknown before the wings form. Embrace the unknown, because on the other side is a reality more vibrant and more expansive than you've yet experienced. Now, how do we prepare? What steps can you take to ensure that you're not just surviving these changes, but actively thriving in them? Dr. Chamberlain insists on one overarching principle: harmonize your body's frequency with the incoming wave. Think of it like tuning a radio. If you want a clear broadcast, you need the correct frequency. Here are 7 key techniques she and other advanced practitioners recommend. First, address the physical. In the days leading up to April 9th, prioritize clean, high-vibration foods. This generally means organic fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and plant-based proteins whenever possible. Processed snacks, sugary drinks, or heavy meats can lower your energetic receptivity, creating static in your personal frequency field. Dr. Chamberlain's lab results showed that participants who switched to a cleaner diet at least 5 days before a frequency shift event experienced smoother, more positive bodily adjustments. It doesn't have to be extreme. Just add more greens, drink purified water, and reduce or eliminate processed sugars and chemical-laden items. Also, gentle exercise, such as yoga, tai chi, or even a daily nature walk, helps your cells move with these higher energies. Movement stimulates the flow of lymph and blood, assisting in detoxification and energetic balancing. Second, focus on mental and emotional alignment. A potent practice involves conscious breathing, sitting quietly for a few minutes, inhaling to a slow count of 4, holding for a count of 2, and exhaling to a count of 6. Do this for 5 to 10 cycles and feel the mental clutter dissolve. Visualization is also powerful. Imagine a vibrant golden light pouring in through the crown of your head, cleansing every cell of your body, then radiating out through your feet into the earth. As you breathe, affirm statements like, "I release all that does not serve my highest good," or "I align with the frequencies of pure evolution." If uncomfortable feelings arise, fear, anger, sadness, meet them with acceptance. Let them pass through you. Journaling or talking with a trusted friend can expedite that emotional release. Third, create a sacred space in your home. You don't need a massive altar or expensive crystals if that's not your style. A small corner or a tabletop with a candle, a meaningful object, perhaps a crystal or a symbol from your cultural tradition, and a comforting scent like lavender or sage can work wonders. Clear the area with a simple ritual. Light the candle, place your hand over your heart, and set the intention that this space will serve as a sanctuary for your energetic upgrade. Sound can be a potent purifier. Playing 528 Hz music or softly chanting a mantra can realign the energy in your space. Consider adding rose quartz or amethyst if you enjoy working with crystals, as both are known for their high-frequency supportive qualities. Fourth, map out a schedule that includes dedicated inward time before, during, and just after April 9th. For instance, on April 7th and 8th, spend at least 15 minutes each day in meditation or relaxation. During the actual portal peak on April 9th, especially around 9:09 UTC, try to be in a calm, centered state, even if that means stepping away from your desk or your usual routine for just a few minutes. On April 10th and 11th, focus on integrating the new energies through extra rest, hydration, and gentle reflection. Keep a journal close to capture insights or vivid dreams. Fifth, and possibly most crucial, is the DNA restructuring method Dr. Chamberlain has revealed. She calls it the harmonic helix realignment. Advanced practitioners have guarded variations of this technique for centuries, but the time has come to share it more broadly. Begin by sitting comfortably, spine straight, feet grounded. Place one hand over your heart, the other hand just below your navel. Breathe deeply, and as you inhale, visualize a spiral of golden light moving in a clockwise direction up your spine, weaving through every cell. As you exhale, picture a secondary spiral of violet light moving counterclockwise down your spine. These dual spirals represent the double helix of your DNA. Continue this pattern for at least 7 full breaths. Then state aloud, or silently but with intention, "I activate my highest genetic potential. My dormant codes awaken in harmony with the universal frequency of pure love." You may feel tingling, heat or emotion rising. Stay with it. This practice, done daily in the week surrounding April 9th, can help usher in profound cellular changes. It's like sending a direct energetic command to your DNA, telling it to align with the cosmic blueprint meant for an evolved human. Sixth, engage in community support. If you're comfortable, share what you're experiencing with friends or online groups interested in consciousness expansion. Social consensus is powerful. Hearing that thousands of people worldwide are also waking at odd hours, feeling surges of compassion, or glimpsing geometric patterns in meditation reinforces that you're not alone and that these experiences are valid. Collective intention can amplify personal transformation. It's one reason ancient cultures gathered in large groups during sacred days. Group energy magnifies individual shifts. Seventh, and finally, practice gratitude. Whether you believe in a higher power, universal consciousness, or simply the grandeur of nature, cultivate the habit of sincere thanks. Every morning, upon waking, express gratitude for 3 things in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude lifts your vibration almost instantly. It primes your mind and body to receive even more positive momentum. When cosmic waves arrive, being in a state of appreciation is like having your sails already open and perfectly angled. You catch the full power of the wind. Before we continue, I want to pause for a moment for a special revelation segment. Lean in, lower your voice in your own mind, as if we're exchanging a secret few are ready to hear. According to one of Dr. Chamberlain's unpublished white papers, there is a specific reason that 528 Hz is resonating so powerfully at this time. It relates to something she calls the divine integration code. For decades, scientists brushed off the idea that certain frequencies hold sacred geometry within them. But in her hidden lab results, spectral analyses of 528 Hz revealed symmetrical fractal patterns that mirror the geometric layouts found in honeycombs, pineapple spirals, and even the structure of the galaxy itself. In other words, this frequency isn't arbitrary. It's the audible expression of the building blocks of life, the very math that underpins our reality. That's why it can, in her words, unlock codes in our DNA that we've long considered junk. Each time we align with 528 Hz, we're stepping into resonance with the architecture of existence. That knowledge has been carefully protected because once the masses understand its power, an unstoppable wave of personal and collective transformation becomes inevitable. Let's dive deeper into some Q&A. You might be thinking, I'm worried I'll do this wrong. Is there a risk of frying my circuits, so to speak? The answer is no. These energies are inherently benevolent. The only risk is resistance or fear, which can cause discomfort. Another question people ask is, can I skip the physical preparation and just do the DNA technique? Technically, you can, but your results will be less potent. Imagine trying to play a symphony on an instrument that's out of tune. Diet and gentle detox help tune your physical body, ensuring you receive the full range of frequencies. A common misconception is that you need to be 100% stress-free to benefit. Nonsense. What matters is intention and consistent practice, not perfection. Also, skeptics might ask, isn't all this a coincidence? The Schumann resonance spikes NASA data, and so on. Aren't people just connecting random dots? Real data is there. Frequencies can be measured, and the correlation with human well-being is documented. You don't need blind faith. You can track these phenomena in real time with instruments and personal experience. Now, let's structure a brief timeline. Beginning April 5th, you might notice an uptick in emotional intensity and dream activity. By April 7th and 8th, if you've been practicing even basic alignment methods, you may feel waves of calm clarity interspersed with bursts of excitement. On April 9th, especially around 9:09 UTC, aim to be still, meditative, or at least aware. You might experience goosebumps, heart flutters, or an overwhelming sensation of joy or release. April 10th could bring a surge of intuitive downloads, insights about your life purpose, or answers to lingering questions. By April 11th and 12th, expect some integration symptoms. You could feel tired or need extra sleep. That's normal. Remember, it's like a software update to your consciousness and biology. Let it install. For those seeking a more immersive approach, here's a quick guided meditation you can do on the morning of April 9th. Close your eyes and envision a column of pure white light descending from above. Feel it envelop your crown, flowing gently down over your face, throat, heart, and all the way through your legs into the earth. With each breath, imagine you're drawing in cosmic energy, and with every exhale, you're grounding it into the earth. Let your awareness float to your heart center. Sense a gentle pulse that synchronizes with an expansive frequency around you. Mentally chant, I am aligned, I am awakened, I am love. Stay in that space for at least 5 minutes, allowing the vibrations to settle in. End by placing both hands over your heart, bowing your head in gratitude, and then slowly open your eyes. Even a short meditation like this, performed during the portal's peak, can catalyze extraordinary shifts. Summarizing everything, here are the core points. 1. April 9th is not just another day. It's a tipping point for global consciousness and personal DNA transformation. 2. The Schumann resonance and 528 Hz correlation isn't accidental. It's evidence of a cosmic design that supports healing and evolution. 3. The signs and symptoms, physical, emotional, spiritual, are your body's natural response to an infusion of high-frequency energy. 4. The solutions are straightforward. Mindful diet, emotional cleansing, sacred space, scheduled meditation, and daily practice of the harmonic helix realignment. 5. Your life could shift radically, but it will shift toward greater authenticity, deeper peace, and profound interconnectedness. Miss the chance, and you risk delaying your own evolution, maybe by years, maybe by lifetimes, depending on your belief system. So what does the future hold if we collectively align? Imagine communities built on collaboration, not competition. Picture technological breakthroughs that harmonize with nature rather than exploit it. See yourself living with a level of intuitive guidance that reveals more opportunities, more synchronicities, and more reasons to feel gratitude every day. This is the new Earth some have talked about, a 5D reality, not somewhere far off in space, but here, in our day-to-day existence, when we operate at a higher frequency. Think about it. A world where conversations are heart-centered, where your internal guidance system is so clear you rarely second-guess yourself, and where obstacles become invitations to grow rather than reasons to despair. That's what's at stake, and it's closer than you might think. If you resonate with this vision, now is the time for action. Don't just watch this information and move on. Take the steps, practice the techniques, join a local or online community where you can share experiences and compare notes. Stay tuned for further updates from Dr. Elise Chamberlain, who will be posting real-time Schumann resonance readings and solar wave data as the date approaches. Sign up for her newsletter or follow her official channels. The more information you have, the better you can navigate these shifting tides. And if you feel called to spread the word, please do. You never know who might be on the brink of awakening, just waiting for that one piece of validation or guidance to tip them into full alignment. As we wrap up, ask yourself, are you willing to embrace the unknown for the sake of immeasurable growth? Are you ready to let go of outdated beliefs and patterns to step into a brighter, more expansive version of yourself? These questions aren't rhetorical. They're invitations. In the end, no one can make this quantum leap for you. But if you seize this moment, this cosmic appointment that all the ancient civilizations anticipated, you'll emerge with clarity in your mind, warmth in your heart, and a vibrational footprint that lifts not only you, but everyone around you. We stand on the cusp of a massive turning point. April 9th, 2025 is the day the wave crests. Whether you ride that wave or let it crash over you is up to you. Remember, cosmic energies come and go, but few are as strong and as clearly predicted as this one. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Prepare, align, and open yourself to the frequencies knocking at your door. Because when your DNA responds, and it will, your entire life will blossom in ways you can't yet imagine. This is more than just another planetary event. It's the dawn of a new chapter in human evolution. And the choice to awaken is yours, right here, right now. Stay tuned, stay open, and remember, you have far more power within you than you've ever been taught to believe. Embrace the wave, harness the frequency, and become the creator of your next evolution. We'll see you on the other side of the portal, transformed, awakened, and ready to shine. Now is your time. Your soul knows it, your body feels it, and the universe is conspiring to confirm it. Let's do this together.